This is the video everybody's been asking for. Today I'm going to show you how to transport your villagers and how to breed them once you have. First thing you need to do is find a village with villagers in, so abandoned villages are no good. The first method I'm going to show you is how to transport a villager by boat, and to do this you just place a boat by the villager, and when he's close to it he will jump in it. There are a couple of ways of moving the villager now. One is actually getting in the boat and rowing it, and the other is pulling it by a lead, and I use both methods when transporting villagers by boats. When you get to a shore, you're not going to be able to row out of it or be able to pull it out with a lead. So I'm going to show you what to do, but first I'm going to show you what not to do. Don't just break the boat. If you do this, the villager will wander off in all directions, and if you are close to the village that you took them from, they will quickly run back towards the village, and it will be difficult to get them again. Another thing that you shouldn't do, whilst in the village, don't row the boat on the pathways, because when you get to the edge of the pathway you won't be able to get on the grass. What you should do to get your villager out of the water or up any hills is use the lead and a water bucket. Just like this. Watch out for any obstacles that might be in the way, so you may wish to take a different route or clear out trees beforehand. In some cases you can jump and the boat will also go up the level, but in some cases you are going to need the water bucket because the level is just too steep. When you pull the boat along, the lead is going to break repeatedly. It is just part of moving villagers, unfortunately. If your lead does break, just put it back on and continue your journey. When you get to where you want to be, you're going to want to make sure that your villager is safe while you go and collect your second one. So surround your villager with stone so you know that he is safe during the night time when the zombies are out. Don't forget to add torches in the little hut that you make him. And now it's time to go get our second villager with our second transport method. This time we're going to use the rail cart method. Lay down some rail track and add a cart on top. If your villager is close to it, they may walk straight into it, or you may have to just give them a little nudge. Leave your villager in the cart while you build out where your track is going to go. I would suggest doing this first thing in the morning, because then you've got all day before you need to worry about nightfall and making your villager safe again. If you're on the edge of a cliff or edge of the water whilst transporting and your rail is not down, always make sure the cart is supported so it's not going to fall and the villager will not escape. And just remember, if you don't have very much rail, you could always transport your villager a little way, stop, remove the rail from behind the villager and place it in front again. To be able to go uphill using the rail cart system, you are going to need some powered rail and a redstone torch to power the rail. And if you have plenty of rail, just go ahead and put the entire rail cart system into where you are keeping your villagers. Now you've got your second villager here, you're going to want to put an enclosure around both villagers so that they are safe from any monsters, and then we can start the breeding process. Don't forget to cover the ceiling and add torches for light. It's now safe to let the villager out of the boat or the rail cart, and they're going to need to be loose to be able to breed. Although villagers are only 2 blocks high, you must have an area of 3 blocks high for the villagers to breed, and also every single villager needs a bed. So you need a bed for the 2 villagers you are breeding and the amount of beds for the amount of baby villagers that you want to produce. To get the villagers to breed, you must feed them. They need either 3 bread, 12 potatoes, 12 beetroot or 12 carrots per villager baby. So let's get the first baby by giving them 3 bread. It doesn't take long before you see these little red hearts, and that means the villagers are ready to breed. A baby will be produced if there is a bed available for it. Now let's try it with 12 potatoes, and you will see exactly the same will happen because we have a spare bed. Now let's do the same with carrots. And there we have villager baby number 3. But now there are no spare beds, so let's just give the grown-up villagers tons and tons of food and just see what happens. They will just pass the food between each other without mating. Let us now add in another bed. Because there are enough beds, the villagers will breed again and you will get another baby. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. It's free. And I think if you have enjoyed this, you'll enjoy this one.